Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope that you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear the game. Happy Monday. Cozy mode engaged. I have a hoodie around me. Yes. Yeah? Okay. Okay, Wilmot works it out. We're gonna be returning to the puzzle club. Or, you know, Wilmot's puzzle club. Unfortunately, it seems like I think that I'm starting to get sick again. So if I sound a little bit weird, as I sound a little bit off, I think I'm starting to get sick again, which is crazy because usually I only get sick once a year. I thought I already finished my once a year sickness in January. I got sick in January already. Why am I already sick again? I cannot be getting sick once a month, guys. This is crazy. Hello, Louie. You're here. Hello. So forgive me if I sound a little bit weird. I did take some medicine before I started stream, so hopefully that'll kick in soon. Okay, I'm gonna hop right on in and we can chat while we continue. So if I remember correctly, we already finished like 2 rooms. Morning, Wilmot. Hey, those magpies are enjoying the scaffolding up there, aren't they? Have you seen them hopping around on it like it's their personal playground? Such funny birds. Okay, here's your parcel. Yeah, I hope it's nothing too bad either. This Saturday, I was actually out for both Saturday and Sunday, and to be honest, the weather was horrible. It was really cold. Yippee, winter, am I right? So, okay, how do I again? Okay. So I think going out both days, 2 days in a row, was not great for my health. I touched too much grass. Lesson learned. Stop touching grass. I have my question marks. You know what? That's fine. That will be fine. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll turn them off. There we go. I'm perpetually confused all the time. Okay. This looks like water. This looks like grass. That looks like a picnic. Where's this going? Ooh, does this not look like Chikorita from Pokemon? This guy looks like Chikorita. I think the Pokemon is Chikorita. The little grass-looking bean with the little leaf for a head. I actually really like Chikorita. Yes, Chikorita, heck yeah. Chikorita with its what's its move? Like a leaf cutter, where a bunch of leaves just like start shooting off of his or her head. Look at this smiling pumpkin. Pumpkin. There we go. And then this little guy looks like he's a squash, maybe? The humble leaf. Oh, was it leaf storm? You know what? Leaf cutter was close. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't close. Have you guys ever seen one of those like vegetable growing contests? The one where they see who can grow like the biggest vegetables? It's crazy. I didn't realize actually how difficult it was. I was watching someone who was talking about the difficulties of actually growing big vegetables and how you actually have to support them. Oh, I'm thinking of razor leaf. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Razor leaf sounds familiar. Leaf cutter? What the heck am I saying? But yeah, the person I was watching, she was talking about how difficult it was to actually grow vegetables. Because once they get too big, they start straining on their vines. So as they get bigger, you run into more problems with it tearing its vines and like basically dying too quickly. Which was never something that I really thought about. So then they would have to build contraptions and stuff to make sure that they don't get too heavy, put too much strain on the vine. Morning, Wilmot. Here's your parcel. Hey, I just had a weird thing happen walking past that old hairdresser's on the corner that's been boarded up for ages. As I was walking past, there was a load of strange noises coming from inside. So I stopped, and right as I did, 2 foxes pushed their way out through a hole in the wall and trotted past me. It felt magical. You grew an eggplant once? What did I grow? I remember when I was in elementary school, for Mother's Day, my teacher had us all growing, what is it, like chrysanthemum flowers? In little pots. And then we would give them to our moms on Mother's Day. Which like made me think, like, what happens if like a kid's flower doesn't grow? Do they just bring home the pot? I was so relieved when mine actually grew something. They grew multiple you know what? Teeny eggplants are... I prefer teeny eggplants. Wait, oh my god! Are these sailors rabbits? That's so funny. Oh my god. Look, these little sailors are rabbits! I don't know where these go, but I'll leave it here for now. Like, is it ethical for a teacher to, like, if their student's plant didn't grow anything, would it be... How would you guys feel if, like, a teacher grew some like, extra chrysanthemums or, like, flowers, and then... Actually, they might have been pansies, I don't know. I don't know my flowers, guys. And, like, secretly replace their kid... the kids version with like one of like the nicely grown ones, I guess. Okay, you appreciate... Yeah, see, it's... Excuse me, guys. This year, I found it surprising that I feel like no one I knew really talked about Valentine's Day. Like, kid-wise, right? Like, I didn't... Have schools stop talking about Valentine's Day? Is that one of those things where it's like one of the celebrations they don't really celebrate anymore? I don't know. It's weird. Do I have... Yeah, I have water. It's right next to me. Why am I getting so lost? I thought all these colors were gonna help me. Can I blame being sick for not being able to like connect colors? Maybe. I kind of want to go to like, as an adult now, I want to go to a water park. I feel like as a kid, I didn't get to enjoy a water park. I wasn't able to appreciate being at a water park enough that I kind of want to go to a water park now as an adult. You know, it's the same as like as a kid, I wasn't able to appreciate able to appreciate nap time. Therefore, now adults should get nap time. Don't give it to the kiddos who can't appreciate it. Water shoes? What are water shoes? Water shoes. Just shoes to get wet? Is it like one of those like scuba gear shoes? They're not like flippers, but they're kind of like swimsuit for your feet in a way. I think I've seen those before. Like it's like it has rubber bottoms and stuff. Move over, Louboutins. I don't need your red bottoms. I need your rubber bottoms. You know what I found out this Olympics? I found out that like people who do curling have their own like special shoes. Whenever I used to go like skating as a kid, I would always be really impressed with like the ways like the ice rink owners and stuff. They would have like spiky shoes at the bottom so they can like walk on ice and stuff. But I didn't realize that curlers, people who do curling, they had specialized shoes that allowed them to like basically glide on ice. Which I think makes sense because you don't want your curler to be like skating, but you also don't want them to have to like run across ice. So slidey shoes make sense. Oh. I don't know where anything goes. Nice, okay. I wonder, I think this one goes up here. Yes, it does. Brilliant. And then this one, not too sure about. Wait, hold on a second. This looks like it's going to be, it looks like there are sails and there are hot air balloons, so I can't really tell which one's a sail and which one's a hot air balloon. What the heck? Unless they're all from the same image, which would be funny, considering I can't put any of it together. The Pena. Da 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 da. Like this looks like a water piece, but at the same time, not really. Over here, maybe. Oh yes, over here. Okay. Oh, is that carrot? Oh my god! Because they're all kayaking, or not kayaks. Those aren't kayaks because kayaks don't have sails. I think. I don't know. I've never been kayaking. You know what looks really scary? Whitewater rafting. Like, who... Is it called whitewater rafting? The people who go, like, on a raft on, like, rapids and stuff, and there are, like, jagged rocks everywhere, and it looks really dangerous. Is that whitewater rafting? Like, why do humans have some sort of innate want to be in danger? Okay, there we go. Oops, I hit something by accident. There we go. Alrighty, I'm almost there. Brilliant. And then this goes... You know what also really sucks? Right now I am sick. Well, I'm feeling sick. I don't know if I'm actually sick. I think I'm in denial, to be honest with you. But where was I going with this? Yeah, my throat's feeling kind of funky. However, my throat is also like... But what if, like, you find something really good to eat, right? And then I checked my email and I had, like, some sort of email coupon for pizza. Like, dang it! Of course, it's when my throat is feeling funky that I get a coupon for, like, three pizzas for $30. Okay. Hello, Sam. Hello there, Wilmot. Listen to those magpies going for it. I think they've spotted the cats in your garden. That's the boarding noise they make, isn't it? You'll just eat more carefully. The thing is, the thing that sucks is that, like, the Chinese have, like, this whole thing of, like, yithei or, like, heaty foods. Like, some foods are considered heaty and some foods are considered, like, cold foods. And if you're getting sick because of heat, you're not supposed to eat any heaty foods. And vice versa. Hi, Say. Hi, Silent Soul. Hi, Uriel. How's puzzling going? I think I'm dumb today. How are you guys? You've been swamped with work? I hope your work gets easier soon. I hope your workload eases up. Oh my god, look, it's a chicken-headed boy. "11-hour shift? Holy. Well, I hope your shift went... well? I was gonna say easy, but it's... An 11-hour shift sounds like it would never be easy. Oopsie. What really sucks is that I said that over the weekend I went out, and when I went out the weather was like horrible, which is why I think I'm feeling not great. But of course, now that I was staying indoors today I had no plans to go anywhere other than, you know, just working. Of course, that's when the weather decides to, like, cooperate and be like a nicer day. Like, where was this yesterday? I also don't know what it was about, like, these past couple of days, but I'm pretty sure I ran into a few, like, unsavory people when I was out, which is crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure maybe I saw wrong, maybe I was hallucinating. I could have sworn I wasn't though. But like, I was at the mall and this guy walks past me and I'm pretty sure, I think he had a face covered in blood and his knuckles were like bloodied as well. And he looked like he was just like a teenager. I was shocked. Why was this teenager covered in blood? I don't know. But he had all of his homies around him. Just cleanup work from the weekend? Ah. Miscellaneous cleanup, I guess. I guess it could be worse, you know? At least cleanup sounds like, you know, you're finishing something. Yeah. You know what? I am completely okay with that. I'm so okay with being a background character. I don't want to be a part of whatever hero's journey he was on. In fact, his hero's journey can stay far away from me forever. Average manga protag moment? Ay ay ay. Well, he can protag away from me, okay? Yes, the part of student. No, I feel like if I remember correctly, I don't think he would have been part of student council. He looked like he would have been like, I don't know, like on the, not delinquent, but like, you know, the troublemaker side of the school, you know? Like when we're thinking of, has anyone watched the anime Beelzebub? Oga? I feel like he would have been like, honestly, I don't even know if he would have been as wholesome as Oga. Yippee! Wait, where's my cursor? Oh, there we go. And then, I was with my friend as well. The weekend, I was hanging out with my friend. And it was kind of funny because we were heading home and both of us were really tired. Like, I think my headache has already started by then. So I just really wanted to get home. Oh, look, I can change the frame? What? Okay. Hold up. Let me collect this and then... Morning, Wilmot. Here's your puzzle club package. Hey, I'm going to be off on holiday next week, so someone else will be covering my round. I'm really excited. Looks like we're going to luck out with the weather in the Alps. I've bought myself a new butterfly net for the Alps. Hopefully, we're gonna catch some specimens I've never seen before. I didn't realize there were butterflies in the Alps. Which sounds dumb. But anyways, so I was ready to go because I you know, I had a headache. So we could have gone two ways, right? Because, you know, we were standing on the road. We were like, okay, we could go left or we could go right. So my friend looks at me and she goes, do you want to go left or right? And I was gonna reply back. I was gonna go like, I don't care. I just want to go home. But then at that very moment from the right, there's just like someone screaming. We just hear a screech coming from the right side. And then we see like police cars arriving. And like the police just like jump out and like they're dealing with a situation and we just look at each other and we're like, left it is. Yeah, left. Sounds right. Destiny chose for us. We didn't have to choose. Kirruko was right, we went left, yes. And like that wasn't even the last of it, because then there was another time where again it was at the mall and I was in the washroom. I went to the washroom, my friend was watching my stuff, and then I finished in the washroom and I come out and my friend was like, "Hey, are you okay?" I was like, "Of course I am. Of course I'm okay. What's going on?" And my friend goes, "So I heard a man screaming. There was like a man screaming and yelling. It sounded like it was coming from inside the washroom." And I was like, "Oh no, I didn't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about. There was screaming?" She goes like, "Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. But I heard screaming coming from inside the washroom." And so of course I was like, "Okay, well, it wasn't coming from the washroom, but let's just like be on our guard. We'll just be on our guard. And as we walk, we're about to head out anyway, so let's just keep on our guard until we leave the mall." And so we agreed to do that. And just as we were leaving the mall, we passed by like one of those like benches. You know how the malls have like little benches everywhere that you can sit on and stuff. I don't know. And we were passing by this bench that had like this old lady on it, and then the old lady started screaming like it was right next to us. Like if we reached out, we could have touched the lady. That's how close we were. And then the lady started screaming, and when I say my heart rate jumped up, I immediately knew exactly what my friend was talking about when she said screaming. Because even though she said it was a man, the woman had like a very, very deep voice. We jumped and then we kind of like gave each other a glance. We were like, "Okay, go, go, go." Spooked the two of us. I don't think I'm made for the outdoors. You know, if I'm getting sick as soon as I go outdoors and like all this stuff happens while I'm outdoors, this might be a sign of me just going like, maybe it's okay to just stay in once in a while. Maybe I'll leave like the grass touching for like people who are used to it. Hey, doesn't this guy look like a camel? Yeah, I think I'm allergic to the outside. It's am I allergic to the outside, or is the outside allergic to me? Questions that must be asked. I feel like I should know that tune a bit more, but oh well. Why is nothing connecting? Oh, look, I can use the scroll wheel. Wait, how did I make that? Wait, how do I zoom in? What the heck? Oh, whoa. Okay, wow. Kind of wish I knew that sooner. Wait, zoom out. How do I zoom out? There we go. Zoom in, zoom out. Oh, this is a bird. This is a camel. That's a croissant. This looks like it would be a coffee cup. Oh, or maybe that's a snail. Wait, I think that could be a snail. Croissant. Oh no, yes, it's a cup of coffee. I see the handle. Or tea. It doesn't have to be a cup of coffee. It could be a cup of tea. I'm not gonna fall for the coffee propaganda. Growing up, I feel like there was like this weird pressure for people to try like coffee. You know how there was like that whole thing online where it's like parents always warn you about peer pressure, but no one but the real peer pressure is your friend trying to convince you to watch One Piece. You know that whole thing? I had a thought about it, right? And I was like, you know what? It's true. I feel like growing up, I never was really peer pressured into anything. And then I thought about it and I was like, you know, actually coffee was pretty bad. You never heard of the meme? Yeah, the whole meme was basically like, oh, you know, parents are like, oh, you know, be careful if you're being peer pressured into trying alcohol or, you know, drugs or, you know, gang activity. If you're being peer pressured, say no and then tell a trusted adult. But, you know, most people, the one thing that they get peer pressured into the most is like their friend going like, you should watch the show. You should really watch the show. I think you'll really like the show. And that's like the most peer pressure that some people are saying that they ever had. Neil the postman. Good morning, sir. Your regular postal worker is on annual leave this week, so I'm picking up her round. Just the one parcel for you today. I need to take a photo of this one, please. But yeah, I think coffee, when I was in elementary school, I feel like coffee was kind of like the grown-up beverage that everyone was like, you know, if you drank coffee, you were cool kind of thing. So a lot of my classmates actually started drinking coffee in like elementary school and stuff. So there was like, I was never told like, oh, you should drink coffee. It was just, oh, I had a cup of coffee this week. You used to have your grandma's cold coffee as a kid. Yeah, I think the whole thing about drinking coffee as a kid, like the whole thing about it being bad for you is like, I don't know if it's been proven, right? Has it been proven the whole thing about like caffeine as a kid is like unhealthy? Your grandpa got you to drink black coffee, really? I think for me, my parents weren't like, don't drink coffee because it's bad for you. My parents were more, don't drink coffee, you can't sleep at night. Which, you know, I appreciated. Plus, I feel like they had the whole thing of like, you know, trusting that I wouldn't like coffee anyway, which was true. You know, I don't like coffee. They were aware of my future, please. I totally... I need nap time as an adult, okay? There we go. All right, Neil, what do you have for me today? Hello there, sir. Sam will be back next week, but it looks like she sent you something in the meantime. Here it is. Sam sent me something. Oh, look at the little packaging. It says my name on it. That's cute. Oh wait, I don't have enough room here. Hold up. When I do so many when I buy so much online that I become BFFs with my delivery person, I think that might be a bit of a red flag. Even peer pressure to see, anytime someone tells me to do something, I have like, you know, like the whole thing of like, if someone tells you to do something, you suddenly don't want to do it even though you're about to do it before. I'm so aware of that I kind of stopped. Like, I'm hyper aware of that now, so if I really want like my friends to try something, I try not to tell them to do it as often, which is hard because, like, you know, if you like something, you're passionate about it. But the more you yap about something and talk about like how great it is and how much they should try it, I'm aware that like my sisters, my friends, they're all less likely to do it if I keep pressuring them into it. Because I'm the same way. The more someone tells me to do something, the less likely I want to do it. Yeah, exactly. It's like doing the dishes or like doing a chore. The more that someone goes like I could be about ready to do the dishes, like I'm about to stand up and do the dishes, but then the moment someone goes like, hey, you should do the dishes, I immediately want to sit back down and go like, nah, never mind, don't want to do it anymore. Dishes? What dishes? I don't know what dishes you're talking about. Okay. This one maybe? The reverse psychology? Please. Actually, would that work on me? I don't know. No, it doesn't work there. Oh, hey, that actually connected. That's crazy. Okay. I love it when that happens. Yellow flowers. Zoom. You know, yellow flowers are actually really like happy. I don't know. I feel like I don't give yellow flowers like enough credit. Because anytime someone tells me like what my favorite type of flower is, I always think of like pink flowers, pink or white or purple flowers. But yellow flowers are actually so happy. I don't know. I just feel like I don't give them enough credit. So shout out to you, yellow flowers, for being so happy. Hold on, where do you go? The heck? Here? Maybe. No, that doesn't look right. Actually, that is right. Okay. Here we go. This looks like some sort of art that I see in the Olympics, you know? Like those, well, I guess corporate art is kind of like Olympics art, where it's like all, no line art, it's just all colors. I think that goes there, maybe. Mountains. Ba, 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 ba. Nope, stop. That's a copyrighted song. Who's the composer of like the Star Wars theme? He's the same guy who did like Jurassic Park and stuff, right? And like he did the Harry Potter Hedwig's theme, I think. I think his name was like John Powell? Who's John Powell? John Simons? John Peters. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember his name. I feel like it was like a very common sounding name, which is why I can't remember it. John Williams. Okay. I love like orchestral type of music, like the really epic sounding. I love it. John Williams. See, his name sounds really like common because they're both really common like first names. But now that I think about it, I don't think I know anyone named William. So maybe the name's not that common. I know a lot of Johns. Johns, Johnsons, Johnstons. Jims. Actually, do I know a Jim? I don't think I know a Jim, actually. I know John. Cute. Cutie pie. Okay. Butterfly in the sky. Nope, nope, stop. Let me think. Do I have anything here that looks like it could be grass? But like light blue? Like where does this grass come from? Here? Ah. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh my god, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Let's go. Oh? Okay, actually that doesn't go any there. Oh, but she goes up here because I see her little foot over there. She or he? And then slot that in there. Yay! Winning? This is the type of winning I enjoy. Oh my god, I love puzzles. I love puzzles. There's something so... Puzzles are so satisfying once you get them together. There's like the frustrating moment, but then once things work out, it's like, yes, I'm a genius. I teeter between genius and idiocy. Yay! This also kind of reminds me of Tetris. Like once I have like the shapes like created, it kind of reminds me of Tetris. I was never really good at Tetris. At least I don't think I was. I remember when Nintendo came out with like that whole Sam's butterfly. Oh, this is Sam! Oh, because she sent us something from the Alps. She sent us a puzzle from the Alps. I didn't even recognize her. This is her frolicking and like catching butterflies. Yay! She's back! Morning, Wilmot. Here's your puzzle club post with its familiar rattle. Oh, hey, did you get the puzzle I sent you from my holiday? I was so happy with that catch. The first lesser mountain ringlet I've ever seen alive. Of course, I released them afterwards. Ask about her holiday. It was great, thanks. I might have gotten a little sunburned, but no complaints about the weather. It was so clear up there, we could see for miles. The only annoying part was going with so many people. I get on with my nature group fine for the odd day trip, but a whole week with them was a bit much. Sometimes I just want to sit and read my book in peace, you know? I understand that perfectly. Oh my god. You know, like social interaction in small doses. Gotta take my social interactions in small doses. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, the whole thing about her being sunburned reminded me of a story that someone told me of them going to Asia. I forget where in Asia they were going, but apparently like one-way windows were really popular over there. So like a lot of people had one-way windows. So they wouldn't even have curtains. They would just trust in the one-way window. And I remember thinking, that's just so crazy. What? I feel like even with a one-way window, I don't have enough trust in them to just not have curtains or like blinds or anything, you know? It's the same as like, have you guys seen that video from Japan where there was like this public toilet that was like completely made of like see-through glass, but then the moment you engaged the lock, apparently all the glass turned into like one-way glass? I don't have enough trust in technology for that. Because like it would always be in the back of my mind, like what if the glass suddenly turned, yeah, exactly, what if it malfunctions, what if it just like what if I'm in the middle with like my pants down and like suddenly like the glass suddenly turns see-through again. I couldn't trust that. But apparently wherever she was, apparently the one-way glass was so trusted that even like at homes, like on the ground floors and stuff, there would just be like no curtains and stuff. So she said that like, what was it? She would wake up in the morning. She couldn't even sleep in because there were no curtains. But she would wake up first thing in the morning and like there could be people like just walking around outside, working outside, and she would just be in her pajamas and she would be able to see everything that they're doing, and I'm like, no, I couldn't. I don't care. I'm putting like blankets up over the window. I don't even trust my own home windows that much. And you want me to trust something that I... What? But yeah, I guess like if I ever think about traveling, I guess another thing I'm gonna have to bring is my own set of curtains. Crazy. What's that thing where it's like the more you work with technology, the less you trust it? Which is why a lot of like technicians and stuff, they would own like only like the oldest version of tech, and even then they would like carry around a hammer with them just in case. There we go. Season complete. Summertime! Season 3 complete. It took me 51 minutes and 49 seconds. Yay! Alright, we are going to unlock my bedroom. Let go. Oh, look at my little room. That's so cute. What are we? Are we like tofu? Oh god, I don't... Oh no. I don't like any of these prints in my bedroom. Oh no. Oh. Call me basic. Wait, I can only adopt one of them? I can only adopt either Toby or Nora? Ah, shoot, guys. You know what? I'm gonna go with Toby. I'm sorry, Nora, but I'm more of a cat person. Wilmot creates all of his... Yes. There we go. There we go. And then we're heading back to the hallway. Right, how do I head back to the hallway? I've forgotten how... Oh, there we go. Nice. Wait, how do I... Oh, there we go. Morning, Wilmot. Ah, the rescue place finally brought round your new cat. He's absolutely adorable. I saw him looking out of your lounge window when I went past earlier. Curious little thing, isn't he? Not sure how you're going to have time to do puzzles now, but here's your parcel anyway. Well, the nice thing about having a cat is that a cat doesn't care what you're doing. They only care about how much they're going to be able to mess it up. Fun fact, I heard that when it comes to like the the zodiac. Apparently the cat and the rabbit are kind of interchangeable for some people. So like there is no cat in like the Chinese zodiac, but some people are willing to, you know, interchange it with like the rabbit. All right. Let me think. This looks like it connects over there. So let's move these out of the way. Grab this. And okay, let's just bring all the wires over. Nice. And then I don't know if I have anything here that will really connect to that. Oh, actually fingers. Now that I look at it, these are fingers holding playing cards. Yes, they are. Magenta fingers. I told my friend the other day that Magenta from Blue's Clues is actually a boy and Blue from Blue's Clues is actually a girl, and she was mind blown. She didn't know that. Blue's Clues, subverting gender norms before it was cool. I think. I don't know. Maybe? Wait, what the heck is this? Oh. Oh, I should put something inside there first. Let's move this out. And then move this in. There we go. That way I don't block myself in. Blue's Clues, love it. Kid on a tablet? No, kid with playing cards. I am 100% the target audience for like nostalgia bait. Cribbage with oh, it's cribbage. Okay. Well, hello Wilmot. Sorry I'm late today. I'm having a bit of a mare. My sister Ruth just moved in with me completely unexpectedly. She was supposed to be staying with Dad, but apparently not. She's such an agent of chaos. Everything at home is a mess now. It'll be nice to spend a bit of time with her though, I suppose. Ooh, that's rough. You move out as an adult just to find out suddenly you have someone unexpectedly staying with you. Yikes. EP bunny, always EP. I really hope that whatever, like, I really hope it's not just me actually getting sick. I hope, like, there's no way I'm getting sick for like the second time this year. It's only the second month. What is it, like only idiots get sick in like warm weather or something? What do you say about someone who gets sick like every single month of the year? That's crazy. Sludge box. Slurry filth grit. Ew. Alright, wires. Why are we doing this? Wired for destruction. Why am I so wired? Or, wait, that one didn't really make sense. Why are we going? Wait, that one didn't really make sense either. This is Daniel Cook on a farm playing games. Why are you like this? I don't know. Oh. Why are you judging me? Wire fraud. I don't know. Is wire fraud a thing? Or is it just like bank fraud? What is wire? I actually don't know what a wire is. You know how some people are like, I'm gonna send it by wire. Like, what is wire? Every time I think of like a wire transfer, I just think of someone like sending money down like a string, like one of those like cannon string things. I've never had to do a wire transfer or anything before. Like, well, actually, yes, I have. But like, I never had to facilitate it, you know? I just knew I had to, you know, hand it over to someone and go like, hey, for a wire transfer, you know? You go to a bank and you're like, hey, I need a wire transfer. But I don't know what a wire transfer is. I feel like I should. I feel like that's one of the grown-up things that I should know about. But I clearly don't. It's an electronic... Well, is that the same thing? Because I've done EFTs before. I feel like I've always done them separately. Like, some people... I don't know, like, isn't an EFT more like direct deposit? Because I feel like anytime I need to send money, anytime I send money like domestically, I always go like, oh, you know, EFT or direct deposit or whatever. But I feel like anytime I have to send money like internationally or something, it's always like by wire. A wire is EFT, but not all EFT is wire. Strangely, that's the thing that makes the most sense to me thus far. Then, oh, guitar. Oh, these are guitar pedals? What? Guitars have pedals? Hey Wilmot, sorry, no time to chat. I'm running late this morning. Here's your parcel, bye. Aw, poor Sam's frazzled. Look at her hair. Thought about baby's first infesting thing, but it didn't work out. It was a hassle. I guess the nice thing about me whenever I have to do any sort of wire, it's usually for work, and usually it'll be like, you know, the accounting department that will have to deal with it. So I just have to go like, hey, just wire this money, please. And then like send them along the appropriate approval from like the appropriate parties and they'll deal with it. But I never really knew what I was really... I'm guessing this is a whole like music thing because I see Zeppelin here, like Led Zeppelin. I'm guessing. And because these ones are also wires, I'm guessing it has to do with the guitar. Zeppelin? Zeppelin. Zeppelin. I don't know. I'm a fake. Reef knot. Unless they're talking about different types of knots. Because that's just a reef knot, so maybe there's a different type of knot. Sheet bend, Zeppelin bend. Okay, I think these are all different types of like knots or like fancy rope things. But you know what? With the whole wire thing, I think I'm still gonna continue imagining that like a wire is just like the finance people sending money to each other through like the little cans with little ropes. I think that's a bit fun to imagine. Lead bunnylen. Benylin. I feel like I need some benylin. Bunylin. Benylin. Bunylin. Hehe. Carrot bend. Carrot bend. Haha! Puns are so groan-worthy, but some puns are just so good, you know what I mean? Like, you groan at them, but then some puns you're just there like, ah, oh, that was good. Figure 8 knot. I'm not. Okay. Oh, now that I'm put on the spot, I can't think of any rock. Oh wait, what's this? Hi Wilmot, how's it going? Is it just me or does today's puzzle club have more pieces than usual? I reckon at this point I could guess how many just from the way they rattle. Hey Sam, hope everything's okay with you and Ruth. Yeah, 69. Right there. No, that one doesn't fit. Okie dokie. Smokey. Smokey the bear. What are all these little creatures with little numbers on them? Why? Why do you guys have little numbers on you guys? A code or a password? To treasure? Sometimes I want to go on like a treasure hunt, like a scavenger hunt type of thing. But like you guys know how I am with like scavenger hunty type of like puzzle type of things, right? Like I feel like it'll be so much fun as long as it's like, you know, just for fun, no stakes attached, because I would be so useless. But it would be so fun. No stakes. Okay, but like what how do you like your steaks, huh? Why did I go with a British accent for that? I'm not sure. How do you like your steak? It's strange, isn't it? Heck yeah, medium rare. I'm with you on that one. Medium rare is good. I still remember my first time having steak and asking for like well done because I didn't know anything about steak. But now that I do, heck yeah. A nice medium rare. Or like, you know, a medium if I'm going for like something that's a bit more cooked. Medium well. I think my dad might be a medium well type of guy. What are you? The heck? Well is a bit overcooked. I feel like my dad's like medium well. He's definitely not well done, but I think he takes the steak like more on the cooked side. I think. I remember there was this one time I was at like a work function, like a work dinner thing, where they made you like pick what you want off of the menu before like weeks before the party ever started. And of course, if you were telling me to choose between a steak, mushroom risotto, or salmon, like I'm pretty sure most people pick the steak because steak. And the people who didn't choose steak, well, I guess they weren't really into you know, steak in general, or you know, had a dietary thing. But I mean, come on. Salmon? Some sort of salmon fillet, I think. And then you and mushroom risotto. Like mushroom risotto. Anytime I think mushroom risotto now. Where was I going with that? Yeah, but everyone was like, well, the steak's obviously like the kind of like the high, the fancy stuff, right? So go with that. Was basically everyone's thinking. Oh no, I left. Ah, dang it. How do I control? How do I... Okay, break this piece out so that I can move things inside. Though that one time that we did have the steak, I asked for medium rare. I think they gave it to me like medium, which wasn't a bad thing because like either way I'm getting steak for free, but it was just something that I noticed. And I say I noticed, but I didn't really notice. My coworker noticed, and then they brought it up to me, and I was like, you know what? Actually, you're right. I don't have steak very often, so I was just there to like vibe. Give them a 4-star review. I didn't even give them a 4-star review. There were no reviews to be had. Okay. What other pieces do I have? Lovely. Lovely. This sucks. Now that my throat's feeling funky, you know how like you start missing things that you can't have? Suddenly I want like poutine. My throat is gonna hate me if I ever get poutine because... Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig? I love jumping in muddy puddles. Puddles. Puddles? Puddles. George? Come on now, George. I don't know a lot about Peppa Pig. What else does she say? I know she says a lot about muddy puddles. Oh, wait, that was a car? Hold up, hold up. Morning, Wilmot. Big news, I've signed up for the puzzle club. Hey, let's go, Sam! Should be getting my first one this week. I'm really excited. Can't wait to see what it's all about. Anyway, here's your new one. Let's go, Sam! One of us! One of us! Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at... Oh, it is a car! He has a steering wheel! I thought it was a spaceship. I thought that it was a spaceship. Because of the stars. Guess not. What the heck? Why is this so... Why is this so difficult? I actually don't even know what I'm building for this one. Like all the other ones, I kind of had an idea of what it was, but I don't know what this is at all. Oh look, this one kind of looks like, you know, like the Elmo fire meme? This kind of looks like that. Elmo. something. I actually never really watched Sesame Street growing up. I think I might have mentioned that. My goat has always been Blue's Clues. Dora! Hola, soy Dora. And then Ni hao Kai Lan. Yes! Yes, I heard that too. Big Bird has like family all over the world, and all the different Big Birds have like different colors. I heard that too. That was so cool. I don't remember what the Canadian one looked like. I thought that was such a cool touch when I heard about it. Speaking of Dora, I was more of a Diego fan. I feel like Go Diego Go felt more like for older kids, whereas Dora felt more like it was for younger kids. You're still pro Dora? I mean, yeah, I'm still pro Dora, but I think I still like Diego. Diego and his older sister, I think her name was like Alicia. Oh my god, do you guys remember when the live action Dora came out? Did anyone watch it? Like, no, like not just like you guys, but did anyone at all watch it? Like, did anyone in the world watch it? Albatross. The moment I saw like the promo images where it's like Dora seemed to be like an adult playing like little 8-year-old Dora, I was like, oh, that's where we're going. Wasn't it kind of like a Dora Indiana Jones type of thing? At least that's what it looked like from like the images. Dora and the City of Gold or something. Land of Gold? Something of gold. Swiper, no swiping. You have to go save her. Really? She has parents? Well, I guess she does, because I'm pretty sure she talked about like her grandma before. Wasn't she raised by her grandma? I don't know. I remember being so mind blown that Dora and Diego were cousins. Oh, Lost City of Gold. I guess that's where I got the land and city together. 7? 7 years old? Oh my god, time flies. It feels like it was just yesterday that it came out and everyone was like clowning on it. That's crazy. Time flies, truly. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something really obvious. Oh, this was a 4-piece puzzle. Okay. Ghost karaoke. But yeah, the whole thing about like Dora and Diego being cousins gave me the same hole as like She-Ra and He-Man. Like, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like I should have expected it, but because I didn't, I was shocked. Hi Wilmot, here's your package. Hey, have you seen these foxes out here? They're getting so bold. Didn't even move off the lawn when I opened the gate anymore. Just stand there looking at me. I don't know what I'm looking at here. What am I looking at? What am I building? What is this? So much of the same color. Color. You remember when they had a crossover episode? He-Man and She-Ra or Diego and Dora? Because I think they both had a crossover episode. He-Man and She-Ra's crossover episode was how I found out they were siblings. Like, that was a crazy lore drop. How many kid shows had funny crossovers? Honestly, crossovers are great. I love crossovers. They're so random, but they're so good. Maybe that's why I actually like reading like crossover fanfiction nowadays. Being able to see like different characters interacting in different like worlds. It's kind of fun. She-Ra adaptation came out. Wait, there was an adaptation of She-Ra? Oh, I'm so out of the loop. By the power of Grayskull, I think it was. And then the other one was... I don't remember what the other incantation was, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube comment, like live comments. It's been so weird because I've been in like, you know, some people's live streams and I've been trying to comment and then like I don't realize they don't go through until like I realize like I don't see it on the chat on the screen, and then like I'll have to like restart the entire stream. Like I'll have to re-enter the stream just to type it in. It's frustrating. And then, because then by then the conversation would have moved on. It's like, what the heck? The She-Ra... Is She-Ra the anime series? Is it the one with, what's her name? Cat? I think there's a character named Cat there. There's a whole, like, Yuri lesbian ship between She-Ra and... Yeah, Catra. There was, like, a whole... people shipped those two a lot, didn't they? I don't know if they're official. I think I watched a couple of episodes of it. I think it got a really good reviews though. I think people really liked it. And then I kind of stopped hearing about it. So I actually don't know where that's at. These are girlfriend. Oh! Oh, they're official. That's cute. Okay. I wasn't sure if this was going to be like a whole... I wasn't sure if the whole Adora Catra thing was like a whole, like, you know, Voltron thing where people were just like shipping them and it wasn't official. But it's good to hear that they are official. A dog? Why is there a dog here? I don't know. Whatever. I think it might have come out around the time of Voltron, right? I think Voltron came out first. If I remember correctly, Voltron came out first. Hey Wilmot, here's today's parcel. Ah, I see you finally bitten the bullet and cleared out all that old furniture. Are the council going to come and collect it? I wouldn't mind taking the wardrobe if you don't mind. It needs something to deal with all of Ruth's clothes all over the flat. Oh god, that's actually a lot of little animal bits and pieces. What on earth? To be honest, I feel like Voltron really like fell off. I feel like people really stopped talking about Voltron after a while. Which is why I feel like it fell off, because I never see people talking about it anymore. I don't know if it actually fell off. But I think I just stopped hearing about it. Like, you say 2016 to 2018, that implies that it ended. And it's kind of... I didn't hear anything about that. Because, like, you know how, like, when Supernatural ended, everyone was talking about it, and, like, there was so much, like, buzz going around. With how big Voltron was, I kind of expected it to have, like, a huge... like, you know, explosion of things all over the internet about it, but I didn't. Supernatural's an outlier. Yeah, fair enough. You never got to see Voltron, you saw Zoids? Zoids? I don't think I've ever heard of Zoids. Zoinks! Zoinks? Zoink Scoob? '15 season, Carry On My Wayward Son intensifies. I kind of love that song just kind of became Supernatural's thing. I also kind of love that like the creators were like, all right, that's the end of Castile, and everyone's like, no, it's not. Frick you. And the creators are like, yeah, you're right. No, it's not. He went, you're right, fam. An animal mech. Ah, interesting. Mech shows are so interesting to me because I've never really gotten into one. But they're interesting to me. Like, I want to get into one. You know what I mean? Okay, I think this one probably goes over there. Like, I feel like mech shows have such interesting premises. And like, the fans are always so passionate. I'm like, I kind of want to be part of that, but I haven't found one that I'm really into. I want a mochi. Is mochi good for my throat? I don't know, but I'm gonna have a mochi. Go with strawberry. Ow. Now I need some water. All right. I don't know. See, I just need some mochi and I was able to connect the piece immediately. Perfect. Mochi for the brain, guys. Oh, you know what I've been seeing a lot of? For some reason, I feel like I've been seeing a lot more Evangelion merch. Like, Evangelion blind boxes? Like, I know Pop Mart, I think, also has some... Was it Pop Mart that had Evangelion? But I was kind of shocked when I saw that. Oh, is it? Oh, that might be why. A remake. That might be why I've been seeing a lot more. Because, you know, Evangelion's huge, right? But you know, no matter how big something is, like, it still is like a few decades old. Trying to watch all the classics you've missed growing up. Fair enough. You know what's really big in China? Conan. Detective Conan is huge in China. There's so much Conan merch in China. Soul Eater! Soul Eater! My love. Soul... I think Soul was probably my favorite. And then after Soul, I think it would have been Death the Kid. I think Death the Kid was really cool. Death the Kid, you know what it is. How it is. Hate to dismiss what it... Where? Yes, I did. It's the same as like Oran High School Host Club, right? Where, you know, the anime was able to stand on its own 2 feet, own 2 legs, but it definitely had like a different ending, different vibe from the manga. Like the manga definitely went into more depth. And then as for Soul Eater Not, like the sequel anime, I definitely only watched the episodes that starred, like, you know, Patty, Liz, Maka, Soul. I only watched the episodes where they appeared in it. Implications. I heard about that. I never watched Fire Force. Well, I think I watched episode 1 of Fire Force, but I don't think I was able to get into it. But I think I really want to get into it because, you know, the whole author loyalty thing. It's the same as the author of Fullmetal Alchemist. She came out with some new stories, and I've been meaning to like give them a try. I just haven't. Hi, Sugar. I'm doing mentally. I'm doing all right. Physically, I'm getting there. How are you? Oh, you know what? I went merch shopping with my friends. It was unintentional merch shopping. And I saw merch for Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Like, what? Katekyo Hitman Reborn in 2026? I heard that there's like a remake of it coming out. I'm actually like, what? I don't know if it's like a remake, a continuation. You know, I don't know. But I loved Katekyo Hitman Reborn. So personally, I think that if you should watch Katekyo Hitman. You know, if you haven't. Hitman Reborn. I feel like it's one of those shows that needs a bit more love. Like, it's a classic, but I feel like I don't see enough people talking about it. What the heck? What am I missing? Oh, another show I really liked. It's not... would I count it as classic? But, Hellsing Ultimate. I watched Ultimate. I never really watched the original Hellsing. But it was good. Hellsing Ultimate's good. You own Hellsing Ultimate? Heck yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, the nice thing about Soul Eater is that they have some very strong women in it. Like, the women were written so well. Four-star Hellsinger Bridge. What was Hellsinger Bridge called again? Was it just called Hellsinger Bridge? Did Hellsinger Bridge have its own name? Kind of like how One Piece has None Piece? Or was it just called Hellsinger Bridge? I could have sworn it had its own name. Oh, it was just abridged. Okay. Maybe I was just thinking of like how all other shows had its own name, so... There's something to be said about like going on YouTube at the time and trying to search up episodes of Hellsing Ultimate. Like, I remember searching up Hellsing Ultimate episode 1 on YouTube, you know, back when everything was split up, and like seeing the abridged version and not knowing any better and clicking the abridged version and getting hit with like just randomness. The good old days when you had no idea what was going on. Or like trying to look for an episode of One Piece and then like accidentally clicking like None Piece. You watch all of Haikyuu? Heck yeah! Let's go! Numbers of the Beasts. Haikyuu is definitely one of the... Heck, there's more. One of the anime, sports anime of the time. Of all time. Morning, Wilmot. Guess what? My sister and I went to collect our mom's car today. You know, the one that's just been sitting on the drive since she died? Dad won't drive anymore with his eyes. And unlike me, Ruth managed to pass her test as a kid, so she's gonna drive it. How's your puzzle club going? Great, thanks. It took me ages to figure out how to put together all the curves of the snake playing the banjo, but when I did, it was so satisfying. Heck yeah, Sam! Let's go, Sam. Okay, since you already watched the movie of the Haikyuu anime, I just gotta say, the Nekoma versus Haikyuu, the Haikyuu, what? Karasuno match? Okay, there were so many moments in Haikyuu where I just teared up. Just thinking about the ones I teared up. Tanaka. The coaches. Oh my god. So much. Something different about seeing Episode 23, part 4, pitched up. Tiny corner, the tiny screen in the corner. You got your mom to tear up. Oh my god, your mom watched it too? That's awesome. I don't think I would be able to get my mom to watch like any sort of anime. Oh, she used to. I love watching reactions to Haikyuu on YouTube, like the ones where it's like, oh, professional volleyball player reacts to Haikyuu. Like that's one of my guilty pleasures. I love seeing, because Haikyuu is just done so well. Tanaka, our underrated hero. I love him. Man, now I want to go back and like rewatch some episodes of like. Did you know that Haikyuu has like a gacha game now? It has a mobile gacha game. I know some people IRL who are super into the game because like they love Haikyuu that much. Personally, I think I tried the Haikyuu game, but it just never like... I was never able to really get into it. But, you know, there are definitely people I know who are really, really into it. The little puppy in the fanny pack. Or shoulder bag, I don't know. I don't know where this one goes. Oh, actually no, I do know where this one goes. It goes right here. I also find it really funny that Oikawa is considered like one of the worst anime villains of all time. I also find it really interesting, like the people who watch Haikyuu and they really hate like Oikawa. Especially with the way he treats Kageyama. I'm like, I actually kind of understand that. I actually understand why Oikawa reacted the way he did towards Kageyama. The dog walker. Do I like it? No. But it's, for me, it's understandable. Yay! 61 minutes and 55 seconds. Oh, basement or kitchen? Let's do... These can go in the kitchen, I think. Yeah. Oikawa, who is the worst villain? Muzan, Sukuna, Obito, or Kaguya, or whoever it is in Naruto, Azura. All these different villains who want to like either take over the world or like, you know, kill the population, and the one who wins is Oikawa. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I have like 1, 2, 3 more rooms to go. Nice. I think for now. Oh, exit the menu. Like, why are you here, bro? Right? Have you seen those ones where it's like, Sukuna, Muzan, and Oikawa? They all walk into a room. Who's leaving out alive? And the one who leaves alive is just Oikawa because he's just so annoying. But really, I really like Oikawa. His character is really interesting to me. Like, he's so complex, you know? I feel like he's like so confident to cover up the fact that he has low self-esteem. Like, kind of, you know? He's constantly trying to be the best with like whatever talent he has, but he's using his confidence to like cover up the fact that he's like, it's not coming easy to him. But his passion is definitely there. So yeah. Haikyuu, so good. I love Haikyuu. Yeah. Like, what was his episode called? It was Oikawa Toru is not a genius. Like, that was what his episode was called. And I thought that episode name was like really good. You know, he's not a genius, so he has to work harder than everyone else to get to the top. And then like that shot of him like viciously studying Karasuno on TV, like right before the match, that was so good. So like, do I love that he hates Kageyama and like tried to hit him when he was younger? No, but do I get where he was coming from? Yeah, kind of. Like, he worked so hard to get to where he was, and then like this baby face like freshman just shows up and was like, hi, I'm just as good as you and have the potential to be even better. It's like, oh, okay. Oh man, I'm out of water. But yeah, honestly, I could talk so much more about Haikyuu. But for now, I think I'm gonna end stream here. I'm out of water. I need to go eat. I think I'm due for... Actually, no, I'm not due for another bit of medicine. But I'll try to go to bed early. I'll go to bed, but it doesn't mean that I'll sleep early. But yes, I am gonna go... I also need to shower, dang it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I think today's stream was very chill. I really enjoyed it. So I hope to see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day, good rest of your night. Don't get sick. Bye bye.